Hey guys, Steve-O here from Movies and TVs on the Ball, and may the Force be with you. Today is May the 4th, which means it's Star Wars Day, and as you can see, I look like a hologram, and I was wondering, how would you rank your favorite Star Wars movies, TV shows? I would probably have to say, or trilogies, if you will. Probably my favorite Star Wars film is probably Empire Strikes Back, but with the release of Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary, I really feel like that film has gotten more of a got more of a fan, more love now, 20 years, looking at it 20 years later. I think it deals with more stuff, and I think with the release of the Attack of the Clones saga series, the Clone Wars series that came out around this time. The Clone Wars series really kind of gave more depth to the Anakin Skywalker character, and it's something that we've seen for years. And I really do think that I still think my favorite Star Wars is probably, the pod race. I grew up I was 11 in 1999. They had the Nintendo 64 pod racing game. And so episode 1 is pretty much dear to my heart. I know now it's kind of gotten a really lackluster thing, but the fact that the Darth Maul fight was just so cool that it just brought something, it was so interesting, and it was so epic. I feel like it was the epic part of it. But I would have to say, I don't know, I think Star Wars, but I do believe that the new trilogy didn't for me, it didn't really, there was some, I was kind of, the only thing that really brought me the epicness of the sequel trilogy was probably the Emperor showing back up, and I feel like they could have made it a little bit more interesting to make Rey the granddaughter of Emperor Palpatine, more subdued, kind of like the, oh my gosh, what a twist, like we saw in the original trilogy. But, I would have to say that Star Wars, since today's May 4th, I just was kind of giving you my thoughts on the Star Wars movies, the series. I think Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2 are really great, and Book of Boba Fett is good too. But Book of Boba Fett was good too. But I was just kind of thinking, just since it's Star Wars Day, why not we just talk about what makes Star Wars so great. I love to get my friends and panels out there to kind of talk about what's the best part of Star Wars. But as always, like and subscribe, and let me know on the comments below what's your favorite Star Wars moments in the films, TV series, and video games. Did you play any of the Force Awakens video game, which I think is like legacy canon, where it had, I think, Darth Vader's apprentice Starkiller was in there. But and I love that game. I played the first two. That was a really good game too. But what's your thoughts on the legacy of Star Wars? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, like and subscribe. Peace.